really too much
Previous
for you.
episode.
So today I want to share top
3
three
key
things
facts
I
you should
wish
know before
someone told me
traveling.
before I moved to Canada as an international student. Things that would have saved me so many tears, so much pressure, and even some heartbreak. So yeah, let's get into it. Number one, it's okay to feel lost. Hey love, can I be honest with you? No one really prepares you for what it feels like to leave everything behind. Like your family, your routine, your safe space, and start all over in a completely different place. Okay, moving abroad sounds exciting, right? Like maybe your family prepares you, or even you try to prepare yourself for the weather, the homesickness, the emotional toll of starting all over. But no one really prepares you for when your identity starts to feel blurry. Like no one really does that. When you begin to question your strength, your decisions, even your faith. Hey, when I moved to Canada as an international student, I thought I was ready because I was full of dreams, you know. On the outside, I looked like I had it together, but inside, I carried just two things in my luggage. I had faith and hope. In the beginning, I felt strong, like I had goals, I had fire in my bones, but slowly, things started shifting. The silence got louder, the night was longer, and I started to question everything around me. Not just my decision to move, but my strength, my identity, even my faith. I found myself in moments where I couldn't even call home. And it's not even because I didn't want to, but because I didn't know what to say. Like, how do you explain feeling lost when everything on the outside looks okay? How do you explain that? I smiled through those few first months I came in. I showed up, I looked fine, but inside I was breaking quietly. You see, I was only working 10 hours a week. You can imagine that. That was all I could get in a week, 10 hours. And as an international student, 20 hours was the legal limit. That was the amount we could work, like the legal amount. 20 hours a week. But 10 hours of pay, like it couldn't even feed me, talk less of rent. It couldn't even buy proper groceries. I would go home from work, sit in silence and whisper, God, is this how it starts? Sometimes I cried even without knowing why. It was fatigue, it was fear, it was faith hanging by a thread. But God has his ways of showing up, you know. One day, a colleague offered me a ride home. And on the way, she casually asked, Queen, do you need anything at the store? She had no idea I hadn't bought groceries. She didn't even know my account was running low. So I was like, oh, no, I don't need anything at the store. So we stopped by, she got few things and paid for groceries for me. Like she bought groceries for me and even gave me some money. And in that moment, I felt God whisper, I feel you. Like he still sees you. Then came another moment. I came from Nigeria to Canada without a laptop. I'm pretty sure a few people know about this. Everything I did for school then was paper-based because I was taking sociology. So the library became my second home. I would stay there till 9 p.m. because that's the time the library closes. Just trying to get my assignment done before the computer shut down, like before the library closes literally. So one friend noticed, you know, he kept seeing me night after night. And then eventually he asked, why do you never leave early? Like, why are you always here till this time? Then I finally opened up. That one conversation changed everything. He started taking me to, computer science building, you know, a place that stayed open till almost midnight actually. Yeah, I will stay there till 12:16 a.m. when the last bus leaves. I will stay there typing, tired, hungry, and sometimes crying quietly while I always be like, God, please help me finish this assignment. God, please help me finish this assignment. Then one day, out of the blue, my professor, who usually taught us online, we usually have his class on Zoom, reached out to me and said, hey Queen, I have a laptop I've been using for a while now. believe this laptop will be helpful to you. Someone I've not. This is a man that we usually have his class online, you know. And then he came to school to give me that laptop. At that moment, that was God again. Not loud, not dramatic, but gentle and timely. It wasn't just about the laptop, it was proof that heaven still sees me. Then came another storm. This time it hit my body. I got sick, something no one saw coming. Suddenly I was on medication every single day for 2 years. I used to be chubby, vibrant. I started losing weight drastically. People would ask, people would say, Queen, what's going on? Are you fine? Are you okay? You're losing so much weight, though. And I was fine. I say, yes, I'm fine. It's just school and work, you know. But inside I was bleeding. I was battling. I was begging God to heal me. I didn't come into this country sick. But yeah, I was broken in my body. You know, still clinging to my faith. Then one day while studying, I remembered something Bishop Oyedepo once said, that what you don't want, you don't watch. And what you don't resist has the right to remain. That word woke up something in me. I stood up in my spirit and said, no, this is not how my story will end. No. From there my healing began. God became my source, my sustainer, my strength. In all of this, the hunger, the loneliness, the illness, sometimes all I had was a whisper. Just a worship song on repeat. My journaling under blanket, because I write. I will write under my blanket, praying silently, crying softly, hoping deeply. And in that stillness, God met me. Not with fireworks but with peace, with strength, with people, with provision. He always knew what I wanted or what I needed, even when I don't even say a word. So if you're listening to this right now, you're smiling in public but struggling in private, I see you. And if you say, oh, I'm fine, but you're really breaking inside, I feel you. And if I can feel you, imagine how much more God does. My faith is what has kept me going in sickness, in confusion, in silence. Every time I ran to Him, He came through. There's nothing like peace in the middle of pain and uncertainty. It's God's way of saying, I heard you and I'm with you. For me, Jesus didn't just stay packed in a suitcase. He became my anchor, my home, my calm in chaos, my stability in transition, my peace when I had no plan B. So whether you're studying, working, building, or just surviving, keep God at the center. I beg you, keep God at the center. Even if all you can say is Jesus. Even if all you can do is to play one worship song on repeat. It's enough. It's enough. And that's what the Queen's Initiative is all about. Helping people not just survive abroad, but stay grounded emotionally, spiritually. So if you're sick in your body or your mind, I pray healing over you now. May the God who healed me heal you, comfort you, and strengthen you. You're not alone. I promise you, you will smile again. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. And if it's your first time on my page, ensure you click on the subscribe button. See you on my next video. Bye.